And so good afternoon. Again, on page 266, we're going to discuss about the trigonometric ratios of acute angle. So, do you still remember kung ano ba yung measurement na kapaloob sa acute angle? Do you still remember? Anyone? Kapag sinabi nating acute angle, so last time,
90 degrees.
again,
Less than 90 degrees po.
less than 90 degrees. For example, we have 80 degrees, 50, gano'n. Yun yung mga under ng acute angles. Okay? So ngayon, share ko muna yung sa whiteboard. Ayan. So dito, meron tayong mga, yung sinabi ko last time sa inyo, na kung paano ba natin malalaman dun sa right triangle kung nasaan ba yung adjacent, nasaan ba yung hypotenuse, and so on. And so, for example, ito yung ating given right triangle. And we have A, B, C. So, automatic, ito yung ating right angle. And yung ating longest side, or yung paslant na nakita nyo, or simply yung ating opposite ng right angle ay yung hypotenuse. Okay? Ito yung ating hypotenuse. So, H na lang ang ilalagay ko. And for example, hahanapin mo ang opposite ng angle A. So, ito niyan siya. Ito yung ating opposite. And then, yung pagitan ng right angle and yung mismong given angle, yun yung ating adjacent. Okay? For example naman, ang hahanapin mo is ito. Galing ko lang muna yan. For example, ang gusto mong hanapin is yung opposite ng ating angle B. So, kung ano yung katapat niya, ito yung sa ating opposite. And yung sa pagitan ng right angle and yung mismong given angle, that is our adjacent. Okay? Yeah. Dito lang naman sa dalawa, kayo mag-check kung alin dyan ang opposite or alin dyan ang adjacent. Basta tingin kayo kung ano yung given angle. So, we have, introduce muna natin yung mga trigonometric ratios of an acute angle. So, given a right triangle with an acute angle, so yung acute angle natin dito, so erase ko muna itong mga yan, erase ko muna to. So, we have here, given a right triangle with an acute angle theta, the 6 trigonometric functions of theta are defined. So, we have yung sa sine. Tandaan nyo lang yung term na SOHCAHTOA. Paano nga ba yung SOHCAHTOA? So, nandito yung ating theta this time. Yan yung theta natin, ha? So, yung SOHCAHTOA, ang ibig sabihin nun, we have S-O-H, SO, tapos ka, kung aware kayo, and then TOA. Ibig sabihin lang yan, ang S stands for sine, C, cosine, and then T, tangent. Okay? Ngayon, ang sine, we have opposite, yung O, opposite, yung H, hypotenuse. So, ibig sabihin, sine is equal to yung side ng opposite over the side of hypotenuse. And then we have ka, or yung cosine equals yung A that is adjacent, and then we have hypotenuse. And then we have TOA, that is tangent is equal to opposite over adjacent. Teacher, ano naman po yung iba? So, ito yung mga co-function naman ng sine, cosine, and tangent. So, ang co-function ng sine, that is cosecant. Or yung shortcut, we have CSC. Yung cosecant, baliktarin mo lang yung O over H. So, magiging H over O. And then, ang co-function ng ating cosine is secant or simply sec. So, baliktarin mo lang yung A over H, that is H over A. And then, ang co-function ng tangent, we have cotangent or cot. And baliktarin mo lang yung O over A, that is A over O. So, yan muna yung i-introduce natin. I-familiarize mo muna yung mga yan. So, we have SOHCAHTOA. And then, kung ano yung kanilang mga co-function, baliktarin nyo lang yung O, A, at saka yung OA. Maliwanag? Maliwanag ba yung identify? So, ngayon, tanggalin ko lang yan. given this right triangle again, so since ang given natin dito na acute angle, we have theta. Yung symbol na yan, that is theta. And then ito yung ating right angle. And then we have A, B, C. So, yung angle A, we have side A, yung opposite niya. Then yung angle B, side B, yung kanyang opposite. And then yung ating hypotenuse or yung opposite ng ating right angle, that is side C. Ngayon, identify natin yung mga letters or yung inintroduce ko kaninang SOHCAHTOA at yung kanilang mga co-functions. Okay? So, since we have sine, yung yung kanyang opposite, ay, isulat ko na yung ano. Sine, since ito yung ating angle na given, dun sa book, we have sine A. Okay? We have sine A. And then since yun ay dun sa SOHCAHTOA, yung opposite ng angle A is itong side A. Okay? So we have opposite muna. Sige, lagay ko muna. So yung opposite natin, yun yung ating A, side A. And then yung ating hypotenuse, always yan, yung longest side or yung paslant or yung opposite ng ating right angle, that is C. So that is, we have sine A is equal to A over C. And then we have cosine. So yung cosine, we have co, di ba? Kapag co, we have O and K. We have, ano ba yan? A over H. And then yung ating adjacent dito, yung between dun sa ating given angle and then yung ating right angle. So we have itong ating adjacent. Ano ba yung nakapagitna? Ito yung ating right angle. Ito yung ating given angle. So we have side B. And then yung ating hypotenuse, hindi yan nagbabago. So we have C. And then last, we have tangent A. So we have TOA, opposite over adjacent. At ito yung ating side A or angle A. Ang opposite niya is A. At yung kanyang adjacent is B. So we have A over B. Ngayon, yung co-function nila, madali na lang sila i-identify. So yung co-function ng ating sine, we have the cosecant or yung CSC. So we have the cosecant A. Baliktarin mo lang yung A over C. We have C over A. And then we have the co-function of cosecant or cosine, I mean, that is the secant. So we have sec. Hindi na kasya. Dito kami na ilagay. We have sec A equals, we have B over C yung ating cosine. So ang reciprocal niya is C over B. And last one, we have yung co-function ng tangent. We have cotangent. Yun ay cot. So we have cot A, kabaliktaran ng A over B, that is B over A. Naintindihan ba kung paano natin kuhanin yung mga kanilang ang tawag dito, yung mga trigonometric function nila? Naintindihan ba?
Teacher, medyo nakakalito po.
Oo. Basta ang tandaan nyo lang is yung ating right triangle. So kapag ninyo na yung ating right triangle, tapos halimbawa, ito nga yung hinahanap natin, yung sine A, tignan nyo yung angle A, ito yon. So since ang sine ang hinahanap natin, meron tayong term na ginagamit which is SOHCAHTOA. So kapag sine, we have opposite over hypotenuse. So ito yon, O over H. At since ito yung angle natin, ano ba yung opposite ng, tayo naman sila. Ayan. Ano ba yung opposite ng ating angle A? So that, ito yon. We have A. And then ano ba yung kanyang hypotenuse? Yung longest side. So we have C. Kaya yan ay E over C. Tapos yung kanyang co-function, we have cosecant. So kaya ito ay C over A. Kasi kabaligtaran lang ng A over A. A over C. So we have C over A. And then yung cosecant naman, we have K or adjacent over hypotenuse. So ito ulit ang ating angle. Ang kanyang adjacent is CB. Tapos we have the hypotenuse C. Kaya yan ay B over C. At ang kanyang co-function, we have secant. Kaya ito ay C over B kasi reciprocal lang naman siya ng cosine. And then we have tangent. Yung tangent, we have opposite over adjacent. And then ang opposite ng ating angle A ay C, side A, tapos ang kanyang adjacent is side B. So we have A over B. So ang reciprocal niya, ang cofunction, we have cotangent, kaya ito ay B over A. Ito. Naintindihan na?
Opo.
Okay. So ngayon, let's have an illustrative example na may given naman this time. So, given ulit ang right triangle, lagi iyan. So, meron tayo, maliit siya masyado. So, meron tayo dito. Ang nawawala natin is yung ating hypotenuse. So, we have the right triangle ABC. And ito yung ating right angle. Ang opposite niya is missing. So, we have C. And then, ang opposite ng ating A. So, that is 15. And ang opposite ng ating angle B ay 8. So, hanapin muna natin. Since ang kailangan natin dito is to define the 6 trigonometric ratios of angle B in the following right triangle. So, since nawawala ang ating C at na-discuss natin, di ba, yung last meeting, kung paano natin kuhanin yung sa missing angle, di ba, using the Pythagorean theorem. Na-discuss natin last meeting. So, yung formula natin ay C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Naaalala pa yung ating Pythagorean theorem? So, ngayon, since nawawala ang C, mag-remain siya as C squared. And then yung A natin, that is, ito yun, di ba? We have ang Pythagorean natin, ang i-back nyo dun sa para masundan nyo dito sa page. Ito, page 259. Ayan. So, di ba kapag in-name natin yung ating mga sides, so we have yung hypotenuse, C, and then yung opposite ng A, we have A, and then yung ating opposite ng B, we have B. Okay? So, ngayon, dito sa ating missing na side C, kailangan natin is yung A squared. So, we have 15 squared. And then yung B natin, we have 8 squared. So, we have C squared equals, kung isa-solve mo, 15 squared, that is, ilan? Solve natin. Hindi ko dala yung calculator. Anyone? 15 times 15 kung may calculator kayo.
225.
Para lang ma-check natin, baka may error sa book. So we have 225 and then yung 8 squared, that is 8 times 8, we have 64. And for us to get the value of C, di ba, meron pa siyang exponent na 2. Tama? So after natin makuha yung sum, mamaya extract natin yung ating exponent. So we have 225 plus 64 ilan?
289.
289. So we have 289. So extract natin yung root. Cancel, cancel. So C is equal to, kunin natin ngayon yung square root ng 289. Ano yung square root ng 289? Is it 17? So we have now the value of our C, which is 17. And ngayon, ma-identify na natin yung ating mga trigonometric function. So, erase ko lang yung ating solution dun sa pagkuha ng ating hypotenuse. So, ngayon, since meron na tayong term na ginagamit, so katuwa, madali na lang tayong makasolve ng ating mga to. So, we have, dito, this time, we have angle B. So, sin B, ay, hindi ko na ano yun. Hindi ko siya na ano. And so we have sin B. This time B yung gagamitin natin. Ito yun. So since yun ay opposite over hypotenuse, ba't iba yung nasasabi ko sa sinusunod ko? Opposite over hypotenuse. So ang ating opposite ng ating angle B, we have 8. And then yung ating hypotenuse yung nakuha natin kanina, we have 17. So that is sin B is equal to 8 over 17. And next we have cosine. Cosine B or cos B, we have ka, adjacent over hypotenuse. And yung adjacent natin, yun yung between dito sa ating right angle, ito yun, tsaka yung ating given angle. So we have 15. And yung ating hypotenuse, we have 17. So cosine B is equal to 15 over 17. And next, we have the tangent B, opposite over adjacent or TOA. So we have yung opposite natin, nakuha na natin siya kanina. Ito yun. So we have 8. And then yung adjacent natin, nakuha na natin. So we have 15. That is 8 over 15. So ngayon, para makuha mo yung kanilang mga cofunction, yung ating cofunction ng sine, we have cosecant. So, kabaliktaran ng 8 over 17, that is 17 over 8. And then, cofunction ng ating cosine, we have secant. So, we have secant b, kabaliktaran ng 15 over 17, that is 17 over 15. And then, yung cofunction ng tangent, we have the cotangent b, ang kabaliktaran ng 8 over 15, that is 15 over 8. So, ganun lang kadali mag-identify ng mga trigonometric function or trigonometric ratio ng given yung triangle na ito. May question dito sa discussion na ito? May question?
Wala po, teacher.
Okay, make sure na yung mga ibang hindi sumasagot kung may question, na intindihan yung discussion ha. So next, let's proceed to example number 2. So same lang sila, pero this time ang nawawala is, draw ko muna. Ito yung ating given right triangle. So we have theta ulit, ang ating acute angle, and then we have the right angle. So given natin dito, yung opposite ng ating theta, we have 4 cm. And then yung ating opposite ng ating right angle, we have 7 cm. Okay? So dito, ang ating adjacent is, di ba ito yun? And then yung ating hypotenuse, siya yung C. And then itong opposite ng ating theta, yun yung opposite. So this time, nawawala natin is yung ating adjacent. Okay? So, ngayon, since meron tayong formula na meron tayo dito solving for the length of the leg adjacent theta. So yung leg daw ng ating opposite ng theta, siya yung magiging adjacent. So adun ba yung opposite ng theta? Ito yun, di ba? So siya yung magiging ano natin. Let's say B daw ito. So ito yung side B. Tapos we have yung ang tag dito, yung C natin, ito yun, at yung A natin, ito yun. So ngayon, using the Pythagorean theorem, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. Ang nawawala natin is C side A. So, paano natin makuha? Or paano natin, makukuha yung ating A squared, yung given dito, we have C. Gawin lang natin is to transpose. Okay? So, yung ating C squared magre-remain. Since nawawala dito si A, ililipat natin si B. So, magiging B squared. And then, yung ating A squared. So, meron pa siyang exponent. Anong gagawin natin? Extract the roots. Tama? So, mamaya ako na ipe-perform yun. I-substitute muna natin yung ating mga given para hindi kayo malito. So, yung C natin, we have yung hypotenuse that is 7. Tapos, yung ating exponent na 2. Tapos minus yung ating B, we have 4. Then yung exponent na 2. And then yung A squared. So, solve muna natin ito. Mamaya na tayo mag-extract ng roots. So, we have 7 squared. That is 7 times 7 or 49. Minus 4 times 4 or 4 squared. That is 16. Equals A squared. And then 49 minus 16. Ilan? 49 minus 16 is 33. Okay? So, erase ko lang itong sa taas. Wala ng space eh. So, we have 33 equals A squared. So, para makuha natin yung value ni A, may exponent siya. So, we need to extract the roots. And then, tutuloy ko lang siya dito. We have square root of 33 equals, since A squared, in-extract natin yung root, naging A na lang. And then, nakuha na natin yung ating value ng A, which is square root of 33. May question kung paano natin nakuha yung ating value ng ating adjacent? May question ba?
Hindi na po na
Hindi na.
nahanapin yung square root ng 33.
Since hindi siya perfect square, mag-stay muna siya as square root of 33. Pero kapag pinapasimplify siya, okay lang naman nahanapin. Kaso nga lang, decimal na yung magiging sagot natin. Kasi hindi siya perfect square. Okay? So, dito kapag sa trigonometric ratio, kailangan magre-remain na lang sila as radical kasi nga kapag hindi perfect square, pero kapag perfect square sila, kailangan mo silang simplify. So ngayon, kailangan na nating makuha yung, since ang given dito, ang pinapahanap niya is the values of cosine theta, tangent theta, and cosecant theta. So tatlo yung target nating makuha, cosine theta, si tangent theta, and then we have the cosecant theta. So gamit yung ating mga trigonometric ratio kanina, yung SOHCAHTOA at yung mga cofunction nila, i-apply natin dito. So, since meron na tayong adjacent, we have square root of 33, we have the opposite 4 cm, and then we have the hypotenuse 7 cm. So, ang gawin na lang natin ngayon ay substitution. So, before natin ma-substitute yan, alamin mo muna ano ba yung trigonometric ratio ng ating cosine. Sino? Di ba may term tayong tinatandaan? SOHCAHTOA. So, yung cosine, ano kaya yung trigonometric ratio? We have
Adjacent over hypotenuse po ba?
yes, we have adjacent over hypotenuse. At ang adjacent natin this time is, ito yun, yung sa A, we have square root of 33. At yung hypotenuse natin, lagi yung given, so we have 7 cm. So that's why our cosine theta is square root of 33 over 7. So simplest form na siya kasi hindi naman hindi naman radical yung ating denominator. So, mamaya magkakaroon tayo ng example. Yung, di ba, meron tayong discussion na rationalizing the denominator. And then next, we have, na-solve na natin yung cosine theta. We have tangent theta naman this time. So, sino makakapagbigay ng ratio ng ating tangent?
Opposite over adjacent.
Over adjacent. At ang opposite natin dito ay 4 centimeter at yung ating adjacent is square root of 33. Is it in simplest form?
Hindi po.
Hindi pa kasi radical yung ating denominator. So we should apply the rationalizing the denominator. So paano yon? I-multiply natin yung ating numerator and denominator dun sa ating denominator which is square root of 33 para matanggal yung ating radical sign or radical symbol dito. So, ngayon, 4 times square root of 33, pagsamahin mo lang sila, we have 4 square root of 33. And ito, square root of 33 times square root of 33, parang ano lang yan. So, pag pinag-multiply mo yan at kinuha mo yung square root, parang tinanggal mo lang yung kanyang radical at yun ay 33 na. Or yung kanyang radical sign. That's why, ang final answer dito ay 4 square root of 33 over 33. May question dito sa ating tangent?
Wala po.
Okay.
Wala.
Last we have the cosecant. At sino makapagbigay ng ating ratio ng cosecant? By the way, ano muna ang kaninong cofunction itong cosecant? Kaninong cofunction?
Okay, so po ba, teacher?
Kay so. Ano ba si so? Sine. Okay? So, ibig sabihin kabaliktaran ng so. O over h magiging h over o. At ang hypotenuse natin dito ay 7 cm. And then yung kanyang opposite, we have 4 cm. Okay? So, we have cosecant theta is equal to 7 over 4. Hindi yan sinisimplify. Bakit? Kasi pag sinimplify mo yan, mag-iiba na yung sagot mo. So, ang kailangan lang natin is to identify what are the given din sa ating opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. Clear na ba tayo dito sa part na to?
Yes
Opo.
po.
Okay. So, ngayon, dito sa ating next part, we have the values of cosine, cotangent, and cosecant functions are based on the relationship of complementary angles. And this means that cosine is the cofunction of sine. Ito yung in-explain ko kung ano ba yung mga cofunction nila this time. So, dito, meron tayong given right triangle ulit at we have the triangle A, B, C at ang right angle natin we have C, and then opposite ng A we have side A, and then B we have side B. And then given itong ating mga sine A is equal to cosine B. And then we have tangent A is equal to cotangent B. And then next we have secant A equals cosecant B. Okay, so dito, pinuprove niya na yung sin theta, ito, sin theta is equal to cosine. Since ito ay complementary, ang complementary is equal to 90 degrees. That's why, ang ating given dyan, we have sin theta equals, yung ating equivalent niya, we have cosine. Tapos, since siya ay complementary, we have 90 minus yung given theta, or given na sin. Okay? So, minus theta ito. Erase ko nga. Again, so we have sin theta equals cosine theta. Yung theta natin, we have, since complementary 90 degrees, minus yung given dito na theta. Okay? So, teacher, paano po yan? For example, meron tayong given sin 30. Ibig sabihin nun, ang given na theta natin or angle natin ay 30. So, we have cosine, tapos i-apply mo lang 90 minus kung ano yung given natin dito. So, we have 30. That's why 90 minus 30 is equal to cosine 60. Okay? Naintindihan ba? Yung sa sine equals cosine.
Opo.
So, kung ano yung given dito, i-minus mo lang 90 minus tas yung given. So, that's the answer. Next, we have itong tangent. Paano naman yung sa tangent? So, since we have tangent A is equal to cotangent B, ganun din siya. Ang kailangan mo lang gawin is 90 minus yung given tangent. So, dito, ang given natin is tangent X. So, ang kailangan mo gawin, since tangent yan equals cotangent, cotangent 90 minus, ano ba yung given dito? We have X. So, that's why cotangent 90 minus X is the answer. Ganun lang, ina-identify mo lang kung ano yung given dito, sinusubtract lang. Last, we have secant A equals cosecant B. So, we have yung given secant natin dito ay bakit iba, no? Cosecant, ito, secant, meron tayo dito. Secant A is equal to cosecant B, pero this time, ang given natin sa number 3 ay cosecant. So, sundan natin yung given. Cosecant, wala siyang given dito sa secant. Magkabaliktad sila. So, cosecant, 45 degrees minus y, yung ating given. So, dyan sa book, meron tayong cosecant. Tama? Cosecant is equal to secant. Okay? So, parang kabaliktaran lang nito. Given ngayon ang cosecant, so that is equal to secant. Okay? So, we have secant, hindi na kasya, dito na lang secant, 90 minus yung given dito, we have 45 minus y. So, magkasama itong dalawa. Kailangan mo gawin is to distribute this sign. So, we have 90 minus 45, that is 45. And etong minus, i-distribute, di ba, dinistribute mo siya sa 45, kaya naging minus 45. Tapos, i-distribute mo pa siya dito. So, hindi nakasama si 90 kasi ang distribute lang natin dito ay yung minus. So, we have subtraction of negative y, magiging positive na siya. So, we have secant, 45 plus y. Okay? Clear? Clear ba yung sa ating cosecant?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
Ngayon, meron tayong kung aabot. Meron tayo dito mga fundamental trigonometric identities. So, tignan nyo na lang yung mga given dyan. Hindi ko na sila babanggitin isa-isa. So, we have the reciprocal identities, the Pythagorean identities, and the quotient identities. So, dito we have using the value of the given function and any of the reciprocal, Pythagorean, or quotient identities of the trigonometric functions, determine the value of the indicated function. So, dito we have yung given sin theta is equal to 2/3. At ang pinapahanap niya, given this sign, pinapahanap niya is cosecant. So, ano ba ni sin ang cosecant? Di ba reciprocal niya? So, therefore, kung ang given ay 2/3, ano yung magiging answer ng cosecant theta? We have 3/2. Kasi reciprocal lang naman ng ating 2/3. Ganun lang siya. And then, yung ating tangent dito, given ang tangent theta na 3/4, pinapahanap niya is yung ating secant. So, Alin ba dito sa ating mga reciprocal identities, yung sa Pythagorean identities, yung quotient identities ang pwede natin gamitin na meron tayong given secant and tangent. So that is yung pangalawang Pythagorean identities. Nakikita nyo? Yung 1 plus tangent squared theta equals secant theta. Nakita nyo yon? So hanap kayo ng given tangent at saka hanapin mo yung secant. So that is the Pythagorean identity. So we have 1 plus tangent squared theta equals secant squared theta. So since ang given dito ay 3/4, substitute mo lang siya sa given. So we have 1 plus, ang tangent na given natin ay 3/4. Tapos we have squared equals yung ating secant squared theta. So isolve natin. 1 plus 3 squared is distribute natin itong exponent na 2. We have 3 squared, that is 9, and 4 squared, that is 16. So 1 plus 9 over 16 is hindi siya, gawin mo munang, ang tawag dito, isolve mo siya using LCD. Hindi siya parang 1 plus 9, 10. Hindi siya ganon. So since ang ating greatest common factor dito ay 16, meron tong denominator na 1, yung whole number. So 16 divided by 1, that is 16 times 1, still 16. And then 16 divided by 16, dito na tayo, that is 1 times 9, that is 9. So 16 plus 9, we have 25 over 16. And since secant theta lang ang hinahanap natin at meron pa siyang exponent na 2, we have to extract the root. So kukunin natin yung kanilang square root. So makakancel itong radical sign, tapos makakancel itong exponent. So we have secant equals, yung square root ng 25, we have 5. Square root ng 16, we have 4. That's why secant is equal to 5 over 4. Okay? And last one, we have given yung ating sign. Sana umabot, 3-1 na. Sin theta equals square root of 3 over 2. At given yung ating cosine, we have 1/2. And then hinahanap natin ay cotangent. So tingin kayo dito sa ating mga identities kung ano yung pwede nating i-apply. So that is, hinahanap yung cotangent, yun yung pangalawang quotient identities. Cotangent is equal, or cotangent theta is equal to, yung cosine natin ay 1/2. At yung over yung ating sine, we have square root of 3 over 2. So kailangan natin dito ay, since ito ay radical, multiply ng square root of 3 over 2. Both side, ay both. So numerator and denominator. So 1 times square root of 3, that is square root of 3, and 2 times 2, that is 4. Over, dito naman, square root of 3 times square root of 3, that is 3, and then 2 times 2, that is 4. And then sa division ng fraction, we have to get the reciprocal of the denominator. We have 3/4, and then multiply siya dito sa ating numerators.